following show contains adult content. It's not our intent to offend anyone, but we want to inform you that if you are a child under the age of 18 or get offended easily, this next show may not be for you. The content, opinions, and subject matter of these shows are solely the choice of your show hosts and their guests, and not those of the Entertainment Network or any affiliated stations. Any comments or inquiries should be directed to those show hosts. Thank you for listening.
Sitting down and designing, where every man in my thinking, what are we gonna be wearing? Yo, I'm a Liverpool MC, you can't test me. Big up the girls inside the party, let's get down to crazy Jimmy. Big up myself and known as Alfie, the one and only, the Turkish MC.
Always love the clothes of Jimmy.
British punk, yo, wanna be Jimmy Star, new celebrity.
We'll take you out to Jimmy Stars.
Hey ho, what's up everybody? Welcome to the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell, bringing you the good times in music, fashion, pop culture, and entertainment. We got a fun show for you today. We're looking very much forward to it, but before we talk about it, let's say hi to my cool, outrageous man about town co-host, Mr. Ron Russell.
How do you do?
I am good.
How's everybody out there? The weather in Palm Springs is absolutely magnificent. A perfect 82 at the day and 62 at night. It's heavenly. Now I love Palm Springs.
Yeah, it's been great, even though they say next week it's going back in the hundreds. But the last couple of days have been fantastic. It's wonderful out. You can be outside and you don't want to die and your feet don't burn.
It's just heavenly weather and makes Palm Springs look so beautiful. It's that 125 that's ridiculous.
Anything over 100 is ridiculous.
No, 125 is ridiculous because it's not fit for humans. You know, lizards live in 125, not humans.
Yeah, so we got a really good show today, you guys. I think the camera's up too high. There's too much space on top of my head.
I think so too. I thought that's good. Now you cut
now
my hair
off. Now we got to cut you, bring back. Okay.
There we go.
So anyway, you guys, we have a really fun show for you guys today. We have BJ Mezek coming on, you guys.
We have a half of the horse painting showing.
You always have that. Every week we have that.
That doesn't look good.
Oh, well.
Well, until we have a studio again, which we will one day, we have to improvise. Yes.
That's right. So we have a great show, you guys. We have BJ Mezek coming on, and he's got a bunch of new films and stuff he's working on. Plus, he's one of the producers of Halloween Hotness, which is the great event for St. Jude's that we're going to be going to in October. So we're going to talk about that. Should be a lot of fun. And then we have action martial arts star John Ozuna, who we actually met at Halloween Hotness last year and who is got a new movie coming out, who's also one of the featured guests at Halloween Hotness along with us.
Oh, good.
So it's going to be a lot of fun. And we want to say hi to the chat room. What's up? B. Claudia just showed up. Hey.
Hey, B. How are you,
I
honey?
love your watch matching your shirt.
How do you know that? Nobody could see my watch.
Yeah, they can see it.
It's my Versace sport watch that Jimmy got me, and I love it to death. I wear it a lot. I probably wear it more than my Rolex and my other wristwatches. But I love it. It's rubber, but it's Versace. And I love anything that's Versace because I'm a very great fan of his designs. I love Versace anything. We have beautiful pillows that Jimmy bought us for our sofa in the living room, Versace pillows. One day I'll photograph the living room and show you. And also 2 gigantic antique, vintage Versace pillows for the bed. Beautiful.
You gotta love it.
So Jimmy's good. He knows what I like. Anything Versace. The shirt that I'm wearing right now, is an original Valentino. And I bought it in 1980. I took my daughter Leslie to Italy when she was 16 years old. And I bought this shirt in Italy. So my daughter now is 54. So do the math. This shirt is as old as the hills. But it just goes to show you, if you buy really good, expensive, it lasts forever. I mean, this shirt, and it's been dry cleaned, of course, and it's beautiful with the mock underneath, make-believe underwear, yellow underwear. But look at this shirt. Gorgeous.
loves it. He was
beautiful
so excited to wear
button.
his shirt today.
I mean, because it's, you know why? I love vintage anything. I think that things that were made 40 and 50 years ago today are just things to wonder at because they're beautifully made, they're beautifully done. What's done today is some of the cardboard I feel. You know, we go to buy a shirt and I feel it and I say, Jimmy, it feels like cardboard. It doesn't feel like cotton. This cotton, I mean, it's like mink. It's soft. It's gorgeous. It just hangs, it drapes. Because back then they made quality things, especially in Italy and especially Valentino. So yes, I'm happy. I have shoes that are 30 years old. In fact, the shoes I'm wearing to Halloween hotness are black and white spectator shoes that are probably 40 years old.
More
than 40, 50
I think the
years old.
shirt's more than 42.
Well, Leslie was 16, and now she's 54.
Okay, so 39. Okay.
So 39 years old, his shirt is. Imagine if you bought a shirt today, it doesn't last 2 minutes, right? You wash them and they look like shit
I
after
know,
you
most
wash
of the
them.
time, like I get like 2 or 3, unless it's Ralph Lauren, which I wear a lot of. You wear it like 2 or 3 times and that's it. It falls apart.
And the black and white shoes that I have were custom made for me 40 years ago by Valentino. I bought them on 57th Street in New York City. They had a last of my foot, a wooden cut mold of my foot. So when you go in, you order the color and what you wanted, and they made the shoe. And the shoe was $150.
It's a lot of money back then. Now
Back
it's nothing.
then it was a lot of money. And I remember I had 3 pairs of shoes made: gray suede, brown suede, and black suede. And they were all made custom. And they fit your foot. And they were light. And they were beautiful shoes.
The way the world is now, it's terrible. Nothing is made to last. I don't know if this happens for you guys, but like I have an iPhone and I buy it at AT&T and you finance it and it takes 2 years to pay it off. You know, you pay like $30 a month. And then as soon as the last payment's done, the phone doesn't work anymore and you got to go get another one. Same thing with my computers. Like computers, like they're good for like 2 years and then they fall apart.
But going back to shoes, the shoes I'm talking about were Italian leather soles, leather heels, and the suede was the softest, most beautiful suede, like fabric. Today we buy rubber shoes for $150 to $200 a pair, which is insane. They're ugly, and Jimmy has a pair of very expensive rubber shoes, right? Whose are they by?
I don't
forgot
remember. I have
who
a
they
bunch of them.
Anyway, they scuff. We have white marble kitchen floor.
Oh, they're Cole Haan.
Cole Haan, and I know when Jimmy's wearing them because the floor is all scuffed with black marks. The rubber on the bottom is not a sole of leather. It's a sole of rubber, black rubber. And he scuffs his feet and scuffs up the whole floor.
And I don't actually scuff. I just walk, but it just comes off.
You're not in projection. You're out of camera.
I know. Well, I'm a little bit crooked. I don't know why. I can't move
You've
over
always been
anymore.
crooked.
I can't move over anymore, though. There's no
Well,
room.
you hold it. You got to move this over.
Yeah, no, well,
There
it's
you are.
fine. Anyway, you guys, so we're going to have a good show. Things are going good. Ron and I couldn't really find anything that looked appealing to us to watch on TV. So what did we do?
Oh, we watched the greatest actress in the world, the best actress in the world, Lady Mary.
Michelle Dockery.
Right. You do that all the time. You're just so anxious to get in there. You blow what I say.
Doesn't matter. Her name's
No,
Michelle
I was
Dockery.
making it a mystery and then giving the name.
You know
You
that it was.
spoil everything.
You-
You're so
you know that-
waspy.
you know-
You're so matter of
You know
fact.
that it was my topic, right?
No, but I'm an Italian. I'm a romantic, and we do everything with romance.
Okay, so
You're
go
a
ahead and
wasp.
romance
You
Lady
jump
Mary.
in. You jump in and ruin everything.
Anyway, go ahead and tell everybody about Lady Mary then.
Now go screw yourself.
Anyway, Good Behavior, you guys. It's on Max. If you have HBO Max,
You've got
or
to
whatever
watch
it's
it
called.
because she is English and gets rid of her English accent beautifully. Does a Southern accent, does a New England accent, does a New York accent, all in this TV series. She is probably the most fabulous actress of our day. I would compare her to Betty Davis, to Meryl Streep, to any of the big shot actresses. And her name is
Michelle Dockery. And you guys, the name of this program is Good Behavior. You got to watch it. There's only 2 seasons, but it is action-packed, and all the actors in it are phenomenal.
And you know her from being Lady Mary in Downton Abbey, where she's quite the lady. When somebody calls her ma'am, she corrects the guy and says, "No, I'm Lady Mary," or whatever the hell she was, of wherever she was from. Now, in this series, she plays a kleptomaniac, prostitute, drug addict, alcoholic, thief, assistant to a murder. She's a tough broad. She's a cunning broad. She does all the things that we don't do. She shoplifts. She's just the most terrible person you ever want to meet, but you grow to love her.
You love her.
You love her as the series goes on.
You're rooting for her all along.
And you are rooting for her, and you feel sorry for her. She's a wonderful actress. She conveys to us everything that the writer thought in his mind. And I love the series, and it is the 3rd time I am watching it. And I am enjoying it more now than the first time I ever saw it. So please, where do you go to get it?
Max. It's on Max, you guys. The app Max, which is HBO Max. You should see it.
And
so
it's called
Good Behavior.
Good Behavior.
All right.
We have to get her on our show. I'm crazy about her. I would kill to work with her.
Yeah, Ron wants
Oh
me to
my
get
God,
her in
I
a
want to
movie.
work with her so bad. I could play her father. I would love to work with her.
Ron wants me to get her in a movie, so I don't know if I have any movies that are big enough budget for her, but we're going to see what we can do. She works in really big things. But she's fabulous, you guys, so definitely check it out. And check it out, Downton Abbey.
And she's beautiful.
And check out Downton Abbey, too, you guys. There's a whole bunch of seasons of it, and then there's 2 movies, and there's a 3rd movie getting made right now.
They're shooting it right now at 3rd Downton Abbey. But what's fascinating about this series we're talking about, she changes wigs all the time. She's a blonde, she's a redhead, has black hair, and she becomes an entirely different person. She's a brilliant actress, just brilliant. She's natural, she's normal, she's convincing. She doesn't act, you don't catch her acting. And she has a smile that I'm just crazy about her. Michelle Dockery, I love you. And if I could possibly have you on this show, I would be so happy.
And Cindy Layla hey Cindy. Cindy wrote also that she's watching Dancing with the Stars, and the guest Eric Roberts that we've had on the show is on Dancing
Eric
with the
is
Stars.
dancing?
I have to see that actually.
Eric is dancing? They don't have a cue card for dancing, do they?
I don't know, but anyway, you guys. So we wish him the best with that too. I'll have to watch one of them to see.
Eric Roberts, Dancing with the
He's
Stars.
such a fighter.
Oh, is that
he always
funny?
beats everybody up, and he's a karate expert and stuff. So we'll see.
Is that funny?
All right, so we want to thank everybody for tuning in every week. You can hear the show on Red Circle, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio. We came back on the Apple Podcast charts. I don't think it's that high. We're like number 35 or something. So please tune in and check it out. We're on iHeartRadio, SoundCloud, iTunes, Spotify, Amazon Music, YouTube, Google Podcasts, Radio Public, TuneIn, Pandora, and Amazon Prime. She said it's very entertaining, though, watching.
Who?
Cindy.
Said what?
It's entertaining watching Dancing with the Stars with Eric Roberts.
I think that show is so full of crap, I never really watched it, so I can't agree with you. I just think it's a fix. Actually, I know it's a fix because I know one of the contestants, knew one of the contestants just passed away. It was Cloris Leachman. Cloris and I talked about dancing. I called it Dancing Without a Bra, and she laughed because Cloris Leachman was on it and she didn't wear a bra. And Cloris Leachman was quite chesty, really built. And in the interview that I did with her, I said, "So how was it dancing without a bra?" And she laughed. Anyway,
check it out anyway, you guys.
Most
if you want to see
TV
it.
contest shows are fixed. We know that.
So now we're going to bring on our first guest.
Look at Lily McLeod, how she didn't win, and she should have won when she sang Alabaster Box on
X Factor.
X Factor. Lily was definitely the winner, and because of politics.
Because she wouldn't sleep with people.
And she wouldn't sleep with one of the men that was
she got eliminated.
Right, she was eliminated. So Hollywood is not always an honest place. We like you to think it is.
Anyway, so now we're going to bring on our first guest. Let's bring in BJ. Hey, BJ Messick.
Hi.
How are you?
It's 65 and sunny here at 8,600 feet in the Colorado Rockies. I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm fantastic. So 65
So
degrees, I think it would be colder.
So how is the man that's lucky to be married to the woman he's married to have that lovely daughter?
Man, I tell you, it just doesn't get any better than that. I'm blessed. I'm blessed and very fortunate to have the wife that I have and
You give your lovely
gorgeous
wife,
daughter that I have.
you give your lovely wife a big hug and kiss from me. I think she's a sweetheart, and I'm so excited to see her at Hollywood Hotness.
Halloween hotness.
Halloween, what did I call it?
Hollywood.
Halloween Hotness.
So you guys, first of all, say hi to the chat
Just a few
room.
weeks ago.
There's people in the chat room, so say hi to everybody in the chat room. And
We got Cindy, we got B. Hi guys, how are you doing?
well, yeah, they're all just coming in now. So people are coming in now. They already said welcome you. And so you guys, BJ, I should do an actual introduction, you guys. So now we have on the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell, actor, producer, executive producer, writer, BJ Messick. Hello and welcome back to the show. I think it's been a year since you were on.
Just about, yeah. I think it was last Halloween Hotness, actually.
Yeah, last Halloween
And
hotness.
tell the truth, don't I look younger now than I did last year? I'm going backwards. I'm not aging anymore.
You know what? You remind me of a general that I just saw recently at some motel out in
I was a bad you know what? Dave Bailey came over to me and he said, Ron, you're playing it as one badass general. I said, well, how else could I play it? If I play it nice, you're not even going to know him in the movie. Everybody in the movie is ugly and mean and killery and shooting and clowny and mysterious and zombies and dead. And what am I going to play? Mary Goody Two Shoes? No, I said I had to have something for my character, so I was mean, a mean general. It was fun. I had a good time. I wasn't in any of your scenes.
He's not in it.
Oh, you're not in it? Everybody else was. I didn't miss you. They were in parking lots.
Scheduling. Always a scheduling conflict.
He said scheduling conflict. Hey,
Oh,
he's
Joe
an
Kelly
actor.
would walk in parking lots and
Always a
say, "You want to be in a movie?" Hey, Astro. Baby.
So you guys, before we talk about, because BJ actually has a new movie that came out. But before we talk about BJ's movie, we're gonna do some plugs for Halloween Hotness, you guys.
Yes, let's talk
Halloween
about
Hotness,
that.
you guys. First of all, the website, BJ has it on his screen, but if you're listening, it's Halloween-hotness.com.
But wait, Jimmy, I'm going to interrupt you. Before we get into the happy stuff about this event, I'd like to talk about why. All the funds go to children, little children, who have cancer, who have illnesses, whose parents don't have the money to get the medical attention that their children need. Now imagine you out there who have children. God forbid, if one of your kids had cancer and you didn't have money to get it helped or to save your child's life, what agony and torture that is. And the reason that we do these funds, foundation funds, is to raise money to support the cause. And Danny Thomas started this years ago, Marlo Thomas's father. And it's a wonderful cause. And I'm a great believer in it. And I work for them because it's children. And children have a right to life. And we can give them life if we donate money. And that's why we're having this big masquerade party at Madame Tussauds rooftop.
And it's for St. Jude's, you guys, because Ron didn't mention. He mentioned Danny Thomas. So Halloween Hotness, the funds raised benefit St. Jude's. It's a great organization. The Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell, we're one of the small sponsors of the event. And it's a really fun event. This is our 4th year sponsoring it. And it's a great event. Now BJ has come on as kind of like the
Big shot.
Are you like the executive producer, or what's your title?
Well, Brian Sykoff started this 10 years ago. This is the 10th anniversary of Halloween Hotness. Each year has its theme. This year is actually Gatsby, so I hope you have your tuxedos ready. I'll be in mine. Shelley is going to be all dolled up. That'll be fun for you. Danny Thomas famously said, I would rather have $1 from a million people than $1 million from a person.
Yes.
So that's the big appeal right now to everybody is donate. Go to halloween-hotness.com, hit the donations link, and donate what you can. We're not looking for, $1,000 from each person or even $100 from each person. Just give what you're able to, because exactly as Ron was saying, this is for children. This is for children's childhood cancer. And St. Jude's does not charge the families one dime to treat the children. It all comes from donations. That's what we're here for. It's a celebrity event. You can also click on who's going to be there as far as your celebrities. Currently, we've got Barbara Crampton, if you're a fan of the horror genre, Barbara Crampton, Judy Aronson from Weird Science, and she was in Friday the 13th.
Yeah, Friday the 13th.
I believe it was. Number 4, she was in. Richard Grieco, schedule permitting, has said that he's going to come. And I think.
I got the whole list.
There's quite a few.
I have a very, very important dear friend in New York who's Marlo Thomas's best friend. And I'm going to ask him to ask Marlo or give me her contact information and see if Marlo will come to our event. And this is no bullshit, because
I think that would be awesome. But given that Phil just passed, I don't know.
So if Marlo Thomas came,
it'd be great if she could come back. At least give us some sort of a shout.
Somebody just died in her
Well,
family.
with Phil Donahue just passed.
Her husband died. Her husband died a while ago.
Yeah.
But Marlo is a tough broad, and she's back in circulation. She hasn't collapsed and is not in mourning. She realizes that Phil Donahue was at an age where people die, and she's dealing with it. It may do her good to come to California and to go to our event and see how many people love her and thank her for what her father did. I think it would be very inspiring for Marlo.
And for what she's doing. She's taking over the whole thing.
No, I know she's taking over the whole thing, but she didn't create it.
Right.
Danny Thomas had a dream, and he made that dream come true. And she's carrying the torch, but she didn't create it.
I have to tell you, though, I love the theme this year. Every all the other years, like we dressed, like last year, I think I went as Chucky or something.
Western. I was Western.
Oh, no, it was Western last year. The year before was Chucky, but you can't really ever use those pictures to take for anything. This time, everybody's going to be dressed up beautifully, and we're all going to look fabulous. So
no, I'm going as the mob boss because that's who I am.
We asked last year. We asked all of our celebrity guests, "What do you want to see? How would you like next year to go as far as the theme?" And we threw Gatsby out there, the Roaring *20s and all, and everybody went nuts over it. So that's easy. You can either get a tux or rent a tux. I have a tux, and Shelley has a gown and whatnot. But I think it's going to be nice, a nice formal affair. And Madame Tussauds, Hollywood, last year, if you remember, the upstairs or the balcony was closed. So they completely refurbished. We are going to be the first event on that rooftop.
I love it. I love that.
With full access to the rest of the building as well. Oh, we're getting ready to do a walkthrough on it. I'll be down there in a couple of weeks, so we'll be able to do a walkthrough. And it's just, they're excited. We're excited. You can attend. You can buy tickets as well and attend. There's VIP sponsorship or VIP tickets rather available, and to get in with the next level, I guess, of the rooms. But all of our celebrities go out and mingle and talk to people and everything. So, and if you're not able to attend, again, Halloween Dash.
I think.
Oh, it's so much fun! Oh my gosh, right?
Yeah, so no, we had a blast every year.
Because cross-dressing is so in the news right now with this sex change bullshit. I think that next year it should be a cross-dresser affair. Men have to come as women, and women have to come. I am dying to see you in drag.
Victor Victoria, yeah.
You would make the ugliest woman
I will
I've ever
send you.
seen in my life. You have got to be the ugliest woman I will
Not
ever
only do I have a picture of me in drag, but I have a picture of me as a can girl.
have. What is
He
that?
has a picture of himself as a can girl.
Oh, I'd love to see that. I donate for that. Yes, everybody out there, donate money to see the picture. BJ is. Oh my God! Talk about. Oh,
Hey, you know what? I'll tell you what. I'll do this. I'll go as far. If people actually have that picture, I will print out 8x10s and sign them.
There you go.
what is that?
He said, "I'll print out 8x10s and sign them for people who donate."
So please, if you want a picture, it's a good blackmail picture. If you want a picture of BJ and drag, oh dear God, send a
see if I
donation,
can find
$5, $10, and he'll send you an autographed picture of himself as a can girl.
So,
Now that's a collectible.
I think it's a lot of fun, you guys. So again, it's Madame Tussauds, October 19th, the 10th annual celebrity.
wait,
let me talk.
We have to. We should be scripted.
No,
I want to tell everybody out there, the price of admission doesn't only give you the party, but you get to see every mannequin that's a celebrity mannequin, from Marilyn Monroe to Humphrey Bogart, everybody, free. You don't have to pay for it, because the initial entry fee into Madame Tussauds is about $30. And here you get with the ticket a ball, music, dancing, celebrities, and the wax figures. It's an incredible evening.
And if you
And
can't
you're
go,
stupid if you don't go.
and if you can't go because you live someplace far away, you can always donate by going to HalloweenHotness.com,
Right.
and they'll show you where to go.
Right.
Also, so I want to go back. It's the 10th annual celebrity. Go ahead. Go ahead,
I'm
BJ.
sorry. And if you've got a film coming out, if you're a production studio, if you've got any kind of a film project coming out, you can sponsor as well, and we'll put your film logo and the name of it up on the Step and Repeat. And there's something else Brian and I are working on the Step and Repeat. We've got the digital one downstairs, and then we have another one up on the rooftop that's an actual printed one. And if we can get everybody, our celebrities, to maybe sign a 2-foot by 2-foot section of it, we'll cut that out and raffle those pieces. Not sure how well that's going to go, but this is the first time we've mentioned it outside of him and I. So if it's something that people are interested in, we can absolutely do that. Plus, there's some auction items that are going to be there as well. And again, yes, all proceeds go to Jude's, as it should.
So you
And
guys,
also,
You know what? I want to.
all of us know celebrities.
No, really,
There's not one of us that doesn't know a celebrity. And I think we should call our celebrity friends up and say, is there something you could give us to donate us so that we can auction off? Maybe like something, I have something, a lot of things belonging to Jane Russell. Of course, I'll never part with them, so I can't be a part of that.
so why bring it up?
No, only because they're sentimental. She's my friend. But I have other celebrity friends that I could get things from that I'd be happy to bring in and auction off.
I think they do have a silent auction, you guys. They got a bunch of
and something else.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. One other thing that we did last year that maybe the celebrity friends can do, we got a little delay, is a video shout out for a donation. And then you'll get a personalized shout out from someone.
Like a cameo.
And then that could be sent directly to the donor.
Yeah, I think that's cool. So here's the
So hold it, fellas. I have to make a political statement here because I'm busting. We have to beg and scrounge around to get money to save the lives of children when our government just gave away $3 billion to another country. That's pathetic. They could have given that $3 billion to us, and we wouldn't have to scrounge around, beg, and come up with ideas to make a couple of bucks to save the life of children. So when you're voting, vote intelligently. Vote for us. Vote for we, the Americans. Screw everybody else. Vote for what's best for our children, because our children are the tomorrow of America.
And this is the best charity ever, you guys. It really is a great charity. So I want to talk about who's going to be there, you guys. Some of the stars are going to be there, and actually many of them have been on have been on our show. Some of them a long time ago were on our show. First of all, they're giving a Lifetime Achievement Award to David Lynch. Twin Peaks, he's like an amazing person. Actually, people used to kind of say Ron looked like him back in the day. Then you have Doug Jones, you guys coming on. You guys know him from everything. Twin Peaks. Yeah, you know who he is. You tell me that people used to tell you that you look like him all the time.
No, people say I look like Tony Curtis all the time.
No. Anyway, David Lynch, you guys look him up. What else? David Lynch, I know Twin Peaks because that was such a big deal. What else did David Lynch do? Do you know off the top of your head?
Dune, Mulholland Falls, and Velvet was a big one for him.
Yes, he's a big director. Okay, David Lynch, you guys. Doug Jones, you guys know him from Hocus Pocus and a million movies. He's basically
cool guy. I love Doug.
Betsy Russell, you guys. She's from the Saw franchise. She was on our show. Devaney Pinn, Diane Franklin, Al Burke, the wrestler, Ray Wise, which Ron recently just watched Jeepers Creepers 1 and 2, so he had never seen him. Ray Wise is one of the stars of that. Kelly Maroney's been on our show. Actually, all these people have been on our show, too.
Kelly. Kelly's cool.
Naomi Grossman, you guys, from American Horror Story is going to be there.
She's a dear friend. I love her.
Barbara Crampton from Reanimator, and she's actually considered to be, along with Danielle Harris, the female horror icon. For horror movies. Everybody wants to have a career like hers. Cynthia Rothrock, the amazing martial artist. Richard Grieco, who's been on our show.
Richard's a buddy. We love him.
Jill Sholin, who was in a lot of great movies. Popcorn, I forgot. Great movie. She's terrific. Big horror star. Judy Aronson, that DJ talked about before. Stephanie Estes, who's been a guest on the show. Patrick Gallagher, who I actually met at a Comic-Con a million years ago. Russell Todd, Jordan Robbins, Mackenzie Westmore. Those are the ones I wrote down because I knew who they were without actually really having to look them up. But there's a lot more, and if you go to Halloween-hotness.com, you can see. Plus, I'm sure there's more guests being added. So it's going to be a lot of fun, you guys. It's for a great cause, and we'll touch on base on it again before we let BJ go.
He's not going already.
I just said we'll touch on it before we let him go, but we have other things to talk about besides Halloween Hotness. So we're going to talk about
what else to talk about. That's important.
Everything that BJ's doing in his
incredible
career.
BJ? We don't give a fuck about BJ. We care about his wife, his daughter. They're important. BJ, what is he? Nothing. He's a skinny little ugly guy.
Yeah.
He's a runty man. He looks big on TV, folks. Right? He looks like a big butch guy. In person, he's like a size 3.
Yeah,
I mean,
right.
he's about 5'2", weighs about 104 pounds, and it's like weak and scary. His wife runs the show. She's gorgeous,
Yeah.
and his daughter's fabulous. He's like a model.
His daughter's like a supermodel.
How
you guys.
that beautiful daughter came out of him, I'll never know.
Came from the wife.
Came from the wife. Meanwhile, his wife looks like
Kelly.
Shelley looks like Juliana Moore to me. And I fooled my friend Dave Bailey because I put on Facebook a picture of Julianne, and he said, "Gee, Ron, I'm sorry I missed her. Where was Julianne?" He really thought that your wife was Julianne Moore. And he said he called his mother and said to his mother that he was at a party with Julianne Moore.
Which is funny,
anyway,
you guys, it's
where
not
is
his
Shelley?
wife. Her name is Shelley. There you
got
go.
Shelley working, right? He doesn't work, this guy. He's a bum. He sits home all
She's
day
there.
long playing with himself.
She's
Shelley
there.
goes out to work. She works 3 jobs to support him because he likes to live in luxury. Shelley works on our tram. The poor girl has to climb those steel beams to get to the tram. Then she gets to the tram and she's got this big wrench and she unbolts the nuts on the tram. That's what she does to keep him in luxury.
Anyway, hi Shelley. We're saying hello.
Where's my Shelley? Where's my Shelley?
She can come in. She might. Not.
I will
Shelley
have you know that I wear the pants. I wear the pants in this family, but she does tell me which ones to wear.
I don't believe. You know what? I kid around about you, but I don't believe that. Shelley has a smile on her, and I've learned that when she smiles at you in a certain way, you snap to attention. I've seen it. Don't bullshit me. I've seen her look at you and smile in a certain way. And you know what that smile means? No pussy for a month.
Oh, shut up. Shelly, we love you.
Where is she? Where's my Shelly?
Anyway.
Where's my girl? Where's
All
my
right,
girl?
so, all right, she's there, but she's not coming on.
She's working.
She's working. She's working.
Oh, yeah, she's back up on the tram.
Yeah. So first of all, I want to say something. So I never buy movies ever, right? I go to movies. We go to the premieres. You know, I wait for them to come on to streaming or whatever. But you guys did a movie. You did a movie with the Mahal brothers. It's my favorite.
Love Mahal
it's
brothers.
my favorite Mahal
Love
brothers
them.
film
Love
yet.
them.
It was called Arena Wars, and I actually thought that this movie was like. And a whole nother level of films. They could have had a theatrical release and people would have gone to see it. It was really, really good. It starred you guys, Michael Madsen, Eric Roberts, Sherry Davis is in it, Robert Lasarda's in it, Robert Donovan, a whole bunch of other people we know, but those are like people
I
everybody
love
knows.
Sherry Davis.
And it was a great movie. So just tell me, did you enjoy it? And what did you think of it? Because I thought it was excellent.
Wow, it was a lot of fun. We shot it all in Vegas. Yeah, I had multiple hats on that one, but it was a lot of fun. There were some intense moments. You saw it, you know, and there was one scene where we all cried. And then I had to go from that scene into the drill sergeant scene. And I'm like, guys, I got to have an extra minute because John Wells just killed every single one of us in the scene to where it took us out of everything. But the killer, the 7 killers in the 7 rooms and all that, it was a really, really fun shoot. Just not much else I can say other than, yeah, it was a blast. Working with Brandon Slagle as a director was great. Michael Sue was our cinematographer. The Mahals always put together a great project. It's a lot of fun. I'm not going to be on the next one, unfortunately, because again, schedule, but which is, I think, Alien Horde. They're getting ready to film. But Cursed Waters, Adam Worth and I co-wrote Cursed Waters. It's a pirate film that's coming out next year. And that's got, oh my gosh, Costas Mandylor from the Saw franchise. It's got Glenn Plummer from Sons of Anarchy. He was in one of his best films. Oh, Glenn's a great guy. First chance that I had to work with him, and not disappointed in any way, shape, or form. Tom Proctor and Robert Lasardo. And we all
and Vernon Wells,
everybody we love.
Vern Wells,
Michael Pare,
Michael.
Costas Mandylor, Donna Lee Heising,
Yes.
Tom Proctor.
Donna Lee, my wife. We have everybody in that movie we love.
Actually,
Friends.
We have John Wells coming on the show. I'm not sure when. I just
know what I think
him.
of the Mahal brothers? Here's my opinion.
good.
I'd love to see them with $100 million to make a movie, because all they need is money. Their work.
We discussed that a few times.
Their work is fabulous. I love the both of them. They just need money. They're low budget, but if they had a high budget, their fucking movies would be knocked out of the ballpark. They're great. They know their shit. These guys know how to make a movie.
So you guys, I want to go back real quick. First of all, actually, Tom Proctor actually was one of my first celebrity client when I became a publicist. Yeah, he was the first. I worked with him for like a couple of years. He's a great guy. Ron was always jealous when we had him on the show because in the first episode or second episode of Good Behavior, you know, he's the guy that Michelle Dockery buys her drugs from, you know, and he liked Michelle Dockery so much.
How was I jealous?
That he got to work with Michelle Dockery. We talked about him on the show.
Hello, I remember. She's like an elephant. She's got a memory. I'm lucky I remember where my dick is when I have to pee. I stand in the bathroom and I say, I think it's here.
So everybody needs to see Arena Wars, you guys, though, because it's out. And you have
And speaking of peeing, I met Richard Grieco while I was peeing. He came next to me and he began to pee in a urinal. And I looked at him and I said, hello, Richard Grieco. My name is Ron Russell. Would you like to come on our TV show? Richard Grieco. And he looked at me like I was insane. And I said, I'm not kidding. After we finish peeing, I want to talk to you. And I did after, and he just kept looking at me, smirking and smiling, and said, "Yeah, I'll be on your show."
He was a great guy.
I believe pick him up wherever you can, for the TV show.
Yeah.
But we love Richard.
Yeah.
He turned out to be
Good friend.
one of the most down-to-earth, cool guys you ever want to meet.
Absolutely. So now you got a new
Completely opposite of what I see.
Yes. Oh yeah, absolutely.
Rich and I have discussed this a couple of times from Night of the Roxbury.
Yes.
Yeah, his role in Night of the Roxbury, where he is a complete opposite of who he is, and people ask all the time, "Oh, God, is that really how he is?" No, he's completely opposite. The guy's a little down to earth and humble as you can get.
It's called acting. A lot of people, when they meet me, they say,
for a reason.
You're nothing like the guy you play in film. I say, no, of course not. I'm not a mafia tough guy. I'm just an old queen from New York.
Anyway, so now you got a new movie just came out called Crust.
Yes, in theaters right now. Crust, yeah.
So it's in theaters, you guys. It's Sean Whalen's directorial debut, I believe. I'm not positive. Sean Whalen, you guys know him from Twisters and People Under the Stairs. I don't know. He's in like a million movies. He's like kind of like a household name. And along with Sean Whalen, you have Rebecca Kennedy, Felissa Rose, who's been on the show a bunch of times. Daniel Roebuck, you guys know him. He was the Munsters and in a lot of Rob Zombie movies, and now he's just in all kinds of stuff. Ricky Dean Logan, Alan Ruck, he was the best friend of Matthew Broderick in Ferris Bueller's Day Off, and he's in all kinds of stuff, and he's behind. And Jan Birch, who's been on the show.
Jan is a sweetheart and a fabulous actor. Jan Birch needs to go into feature films. He's a star. Jan Birch has it. And I tell him that whenever I see him, you got to get out of these shitty $2 movies because they're not doing a thing for you. He's really a fabulous looking guy. I mean, he has a look about him that's scary or whatever, intriguing.
So tell us.
And his wife is a doll. She's another sweetheart.
Tell us about Crust. First of all, you guys, Crust is in theaters now. It's like a limited release, or do you know, or where is it playing? Do you know? It's a limited release, right?
It's limited release. It's playing in Riverside. It's playing in Indiana. It's playing in Minnesota. It's playing throughout the country, but in a limited basis. But my understanding is it's doing well. And much like Terrifier 2, it did well. They kept extending and extending and extending, and let's hope that happens. And if it does well enough, Sean would like to do 2 more, which would be awesome because my character would be in the other 2 as well. But I just got a text from Felissa. She said it looked great. I've not had a chance to see it yet, unfortunately, but she said it looks great. And yeah, the numbers are coming in. Seems to be doing well.
Can you tell us a brief thing about what it's about?
Plot,
yeah, there you go. Tell us the plot.
Sure. So, yeah, Sean plays a out of work child actor. You know, the career, which happens. Child actors don't always move on to adult actors, so he's still living a little bit off of the glory of that. He owns a laundromat, and I don't think I'm giving anything when I say that, you grab a sock, blow your nose, throw it in the corner, or grab a sock and for other things, throw it in the corner. Well, this pile of socks and things just keeps growing and growing and growing and becomes a monster.
I love it.
And it really delves into psychosis and mental illness, and it's dark. It's shot in black and white for a reason. And the beauty of it is we shot the entire thing inside of a laundromat. One setup. I mean, every bit of that laundromat did we use. But it kind of, gets into the darkness of mental illness and delusional thoughts and things like that. And anything past that, I think, would be a spoiler. But if you go to like Crust movie showtimes, that should give you all the theaters it's in. There was that came out in like 2017 that was a short, so make sure it's the current one. Unfortunately, we're not really competing with that, of course, but only in the search engine are we competing.
I hope I have the right trailer. So here's what I want to do so we can play it for everybody so they get an idea of what it's about. So you just introduce the trailer for us. Say, this is the trailer. Hang on. We're going to play the trailer for everybody, and then we'll be back. So go ahead and just introduce the trailer.
Okay. Hi, it's BJ Mezek, and this is the trailer for Crust 2020 starring Sean Mullen.
Tinseltown is attempting to reboot another 90s sitcom.
Randy Roberts is behind the reboot of A Baker's Dozen, but the whereabouts of his co-star Vegas are unknown.
Aren't you going to do that show?
Everybody who said they loved me and supported me left me alone as soon as that show ended.
It's our anniversary.
It's over! No more anniversaries!
Excuse me, Paul? I'm Neela, by the way. Take care of yourself. Because there are a few nice people who give a shit.
It just feels like I'm stuck here forever.
There is no sock monster!
Explain this.
It's a sock.
What should I call you?
I love it. BJ's microphone is muted, but I love it. I think it looks great. The fact that you guys got a theatrical release is a really big deal, and most people cannot do that. So doing well, I'm happy. I'm happy for everybody in it because the majority of those people have all been on our show. I think it's really cool. I also saw Charles Chudacabra. I don't know how you pronounce his last name in there, and.
BJ, I want to ask you a question, a serious question. I know what your occupation is, and you hold a few jobs. Why are you acting?
Wow. I actually started acting when I was 4 years old, doing local stuff in Seattle, and the bug bit. I did theater stuff, high school and grade school theater stuff, and it's fun. It's fun to play make-believe and go and live. Gosh, that's difficult to answer, but it's fun to go and play make-believe and not have to be reality for a time, and at the same time, hopefully, entertain people with the stories that we're trying to tell. It's just, we're all narcissists on some level, being in this business, so there's always that too. But no, it's entertaining.
I think it's
so.
fun.
Out of all the jobs that you hold, acting is your favorite job. Or not? Or is it not?
It is. I love it.
Well, I feel
I didn't intend to. I didn't intend to get back into it as an actor. I came back in as a. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I came back in as a producer more than anything else, and had an opportunity. Thank you to the Mahalls, as well as Michael Sue, to get back in front of the camera, and I did something I didn't think about. And oh my gosh, when that bug bites, it bites hard. And now, oh my gosh, I think I've got around 70 projects out there, plus more that are coming. That just, as long as people watch and as long as people I won't say as long as I keep getting good reviews, because look at that.
It's sort of a hobby. You don't make a living from it because, and I know your lifestyle, and you couldn't possibly unless you're getting $1 million a picture. So you're not. It's sort of a hobby.
Just below that, just under.
What is that?
Just below that.
I'm getting just under $1 million a picture. Yeah.
Yes,
but it's $1 million Boulevard, which is like, I think $3.
I mean, I
It's
get
like $3.
I get.
No, I get paid. I get paid for the film.
I get paid also. I never work
You get
for
what?
free, but I get 30 or 40 million a picture, and my name is always above the title, and I get limousines and priority. My set's on the stage, and I work a couple of hours a day, and I don't like directors, so I have them removed from the set when I work.
I like thinking.
If you believe
Did
that,
they put the fluffer back in your rider?
What? There's a very bad delay
Did they put
here.
the fluffer back in your rider?
No, they didn't put the fluffer back in his rider.
Oh, the fluffer.
That's funny. People might not know
No,
what
I
that
do my
is.
own fluffing. That's the fun of it.
That was a good line, though, BJ. That was a really good line.
No, I fluff myself. It's fun.
So, hey, you guys, here's a couple other movies that BJ has wrapped recently, and I bring them up because we know all the people in them. But along with Crust and Arena Wars, soon Devil's Night will come out with Angie Everhart, Eric Roberts, Kevin Sorbo, Sarah Nicklin. Out for Vengeance with Costas Mandalore. Barbara Nettelchikova, I had her on after her I forgot what movie she did that made her really famous. Maybe Hostel or one of those made her famous. I forgot. But we had her on like 15 years ago. Christopher Atkins is in it. Rita, Evil's Origin with Bill Moseley, Kane Hodder, Debbie Rochon. I love Kane Hodder. Z Dead End with Dave Sheridan, Kane Hodder, Robert Lusardo, Felissa Rose, Angie Stevenson, and John Fiore.
Oh, Angie. Woo, 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 woo.
And then we've
Two
got
of my favorite
Cursed
people.
Waters that we talked about, and Alien Storm with Kevin Sorbo, Tom Arnold, Donnelly Heisting, and Devaney Penn. So you've been busy. I looked at your thing, and since you came on like last year, you have like 20 new movies, that you're a part of. And so good for you that you're busy and that you can make time to bring in all the acting projects along with what you regularly do. I think it's awesome. And the fact that you are producing Halloween Hotness with Brian Sykoff, I think is great. I think the event is fabulous. And
Angie Stevenson is one of the sexiest women on the screen, but is not slutty looking. She doesn't look like a whore. She really is a class act, beautiful woman. I worked with her. She's gorgeous and as sweet as they could be. Dave Sheridan, I love. Dave Sheridan is probably one of the nicest human beings you will ever meet. He has a wife that has an illness that he takes care of her 24 hours a day. David is I just have the greatest respect for him, and I love working with him, and I want to work with him again. So those are people that you have to admire that I work with, because there's a lot of dogs out there, a lot of backstabbing son of a bitch who will do anything to outdo you in a scene. Not these guys. These guys play it the real way. I only like working with professional people because I'm a professional. The minute you become an egotist and it's my scene and you want to steal it, or you're temperamental or you're difficult, I'm not interested in working with you. You're not an actor. You're a narcissistic asshole. So that's
I have
good.
a feeling, though, on any of BJ's sets that people don't do that because
No,
BJ's a
really.
no-nonsense
No,
person.
No. I have to say one thing. Clown Motel, I'm in Clown Motel 3. Let's not make fun of it, because this one is going to be a good one. I think Joe's got it really to a point where it's high camp. Everybody on this set was terrific. Everybody was nice, friendly, helpful, and everyone worked as they should professionally and stopped doing anything when it was needed. So I was very happy to be on this set. Joe directed very well. Joe let us improvise. I didn't like a lot of lines. I thought we could change them for betterment, and we did. And it worked. I helped create a couple of scenes in the movie. Joe is intelligent enough to pick up on my experience in film. Joe Kelly is going to be a great producer one day.
Director.
He's on his
He's a
way.
director.
Director, producer. He's a producer also. He's a great director because he helps you. You can go over to Joe and say, Joe, what do you think? Also, he knows in my contract, I don't work unless we get a rehearsal. He knows that. So every time I was on set, we rehearsed because you have to rehearse to know what you're doing. You can't just go and do it and film it because if it's wrong, it's going to make the movie look like shit. So rehearsals are important. I know that producers think we don't have the money for rehearsal because of time. Bullshit. Your movies stink because you don't have rehearsal. Have rehearsals and you'll make more money, period. It's your show.
Plus, it's a quick rehearsal. He does quick rehearsal. You do it 15 minutes before the scene. And it takes an extra 15
I did one
minutes.
rehearsal per scene. I just said to Joe, where am I going? Put marks in the road because I had to walk a certain distance to say something. I need a mark. I'm not a mind reader. You're telling me walk and say something. When? So you need to do this. You need marks. You need rehearsal. This is how I worked 65 years ago when I came into business. I came into business with the real Hollywood, and I had to learn the real way. And,
So let's go back because we're going to run out of time. We got to go.
Oh, goodbye.
So I want to come back. So you guys, first of all the different movies, but really check out Arena Wars, you guys. And Crust, go to theaters because if you go see it in theaters, if it's playing somewhere new, you go see it because that way the film can stay in theaters and do really well, and that way there'll be sequels and BJ can be in some more of them. And we really want to tell everybody to go to Halloween Hotness. If you cannot donate to Halloween Hotness, if you cannot go to Halloween Hotness, please donate. Anything that you give helps. The website is Halloween-hotness.com. It's October 19th at Madame Tussauds in Hollywood. It's right in the middle of everything. It's a lot of fun, a lot of celebrity guests. BJ and his beautiful wife, Shelly, will be there. And
is your daughter going to be there too?
We hope so. We hope so. She's got a new job, and she's got to see if she can get the time.
I had a lot of fun with her. She's a funny girl. She's fun.
Yeah, she really is fun. She's really a lot of fun.
I don't know how you made her. You sure she's yours?
Well, I got her mom at 1-800-BABE. So, that's where that comes
I got her mom at 1-800-BABE. Very witty. You're very witty.
Yes, you are. We enjoy you a lot, BJ.
So we want you to enjoy the rest of your camping trip up in the mountains. Enjoy yourself. Please give our best to Shelly.
Yeah, and if you're coming into Palm Springs, come to the house. I'll make you a pasta dinner. And we'll sit around and bullshit.
We are going to be there in a couple of weeks.
Okay,
so come in a couple of weeks. Absolutely. I was going to reach out to you if you want to do dinner.
We have a wedding and we have a couple events.
He's on weekdays anyway, so it'll be fine.
Yeah, so let us know when you want to come over for dinner. I'll make a nice pasta and a salad. Okay?
That'd be great.
All right, so BJ,
down, so it'll be in between shoots.
Yes. Oh, in between the two is perfect. So we'll see you soon, and then we'll see you again soon. Thanks for coming on, everybody. Please support Halloween Hotness, and we'll see you soon, BJ. Thanks. Bye-bye.
Take care, BJ. Say hi to
Thanks,
my
guys.
girl.
Appreciate it. Love you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Of course. Bye.
All right, everybody. So now, I will apologize. I guess he's up in the mountains, so his Wi-Fi is not.
Yeah, it was a terrible delay.
Terrible delay.
And, it's hard because you talk over one another. And also, the video was very bad. You could hardly see how handsome he is because BJ is very handsome in person.
He's just a really cool guy. So
And he's a nice as hell guy. What a terrific fellow.
So we're going to take a quick music break, you guys. This is the band 2/3, which we had Lee Thomas on last week, and the show's doing extremely well everywhere. And this is his hit single, I Want the World, with the band 2/3. So here it is. Enjoy it, and we'll be back in a minute. Hey everybody, we're back. So that was 2/3. Lee Thomas, we had him on last week. Last week's show, you guys, was really good. I can tell it's a good show because we don't get that many plays on YouTube, and we got over 10,000 plays on YouTube for it. So that's how you know that the shows are really good, when people are like really watching it and not just listening.
That's because of Mark
and Lee.
Yeah, and Lee. And I played with Mark. Mark is a sensational guy. I love him. We're friends now. We're friends on Facebook. We communicate. Mark and Lee are really sports. You can have fun with them.
And he's actually coming out now with new music after.
Yeah,
his
music is good.
His
good music.
Mark sent me a message saying that, we gave him a lot of confidence, and he sent me like 15 songs that the guy's written over the last couple of years, and they're really, really good, and he's going to come out with new music. So it's kind of cool that we were like part of that, and we'll definitely have them back on.
And I hope they come to the United States. I'd love to meet them in person.
And then, so it's really cool. The other show that did really good for us, you guys, on YouTube is Philip Falcone, who is the guy from New York who did the Terrifier movies. And, it's gotten a lot of plays also. Those are our two biggest shows on YouTube in a long time, probably a year. So that's fun. And
you see, people like fun. People like to laugh. People want to be entertained. So this bullshit about putting stoppers on everything. You're not allowed to say a woman's beautiful. You're not allowed to say a demeaning joke about an ethnic group. It's all nonsense. We're human beings, and we can make fun of our shortcomings. We can have fun with our silliness and the things that we do. As a stand-up comic for so many years, working all the nightclubs, I had a ball. And I played with the audience, and we had fun back and forth. People laughed and screamed, and it was wild. Today, no one laughs. Everyone's sad. Oh, the only one that laughs is Carmella. She never stops. She's like she's on pot or something. I don't know what the hell is with that nut job. But she's all over the place. She laughs at everything. I wish people would be like her. I wish people would laugh at everything and get happy. Make her a good example.
So I want to do one more music break, and then we're going to bring on our next guest. It's a quick song, you guys. This is Jam Wayne. I don't know if he's not mainstream, super well known. I'm actually approaching him to be in a movie I'm working on, and he's like a space engineer or something, and then he's a rapper, and he's really, really good.
A rapper is a space engineer?
Yeah, he's like super smart, and he's got a super smart job, but now he's making rapper. And his song was #1 on iTunes,
His song is, last night I'ma build a rocket to the moon, to the moon, to the moon. I'ma take you with me, baby.
Anyway, you guys, I think he's going to be an actor. I'm trying to get him in my horror movie that I'm doing with the werewolves.
Well, let's get him.
And so here he is, Jam Wayne. Enjoy it.
I want to meet this guy, a rocket engineer.
No, that's not him. We're just playing a video of him. The name of the song is No Problems.
Oh, he's not a rocket
He's not our guest. He's playing a video for him, but I'm explaining who he is because people won't know who he is.
What is going on here, Jim?
We're going to play a music video. This is Jam Wayne, No Problems,
is
right
he our
now.
guest?
No, he's not our guest.
Don't you yell at me. I'll punch you right in those 4 eyes.
Enjoy, you guys.
I'll make you eat those eyeglasses.
Enjoy, you guys.
Okay, I ain't even gon' flex this Sunday. I ain't even up next, but one day you gon' put this tape in, hit the replay, gon' vibe and you ride, chill to the music, feeling what I'm putting inside, dealing with your vulnerable side. This go hard and I ain't even try. Close your eyes, just vibe with me, do or die for life. Really, when I ride and he drive, in me, great spirit is my Siri. Navigate through the ways of the land, demonstrate when the new understand. Give me grace when I don't understand which way is the best. No, God's got a plan. Throughout my life, my hands stay dirty, down the ride when it's necessary. Walk the line, I got no worries. Take my time, I'm in no hurry. Brothers die, so my eyes blurry. Another ride to the cemetery. Live your life, you know death coming, but a vape and we gone, homie. You don't really want no problem. You don't really want no problem. You don't really want no problem. You don't really want, you don't really want no problem. All till I see that, till I drop down 6 feet deep in the casket, till my last breath and I breathe that. Stand on the front line, called into action. Keep my mind free, no relapse. Trying to stay clean, but the mud gon' stick. Suds in the fifth, duds on the whip. 1, 2, 5, 6, on curl in the silk. With a pearl on the hill, hand trigger flicker all big. Piece with the wood on the grill, black in a bit. About to be encouraged when I slip out, put the Hellcat on drill. Smoke in the spill, get on rap on the seat. You gon' sit with a pack on your still. Been through hell, and I'll be damned if I climbed out just so I can jump back in. Back tie spin when I mash out, looking for the cash out. Red zone, go for the win. Ride for my friend, most of them gone so long in the grave, but they locked in the pen. Smoke in the wind, raise up a toast to the ones that be locked down, do in a bed. Know the world ain't shit. Lord heard every prayer you lift up down there in cell block 6. As the world on tilt, everybody Leroy left. Had to put the South on drill. About this here, yeah. Mobbing with the head, now I'm mobbing in the streets I live. Let me make it clear. We some thoroughbreds in the country, blue contract and true. And if it comes down to it, and you cross that line in the red, white, and blue, boy, you better salute. You don't really want no problem. You don't really want no problem. You don't really want no problem. You don't really want you don't really want no problem.
Yay! So everybody, that's Jam Wayne. The name of the song is No Problems. And he's very cool. You can follow him on social media. He's got a huge social media following. Now we're going to bring on our guest that we're going to have on. And his name is John Ozuna.
And this John Ozuna, he is a rocket scientist.
No, that guy is a rocket scientist.
The guy just singing?
The guy just singing is a rocket scientist.
Oh, really?
He works for an aerospace
I think he's from out, he looks like he's from outer space anyway.
Anyway, no,
So-
John Ozuna, we met at Halloween Hotness last year.
Well, when I see him, I'll remember him.
And he's an actor, and he's got a brand new movie getting ready to come out. And so we're going to bring him on now. Let's bring him on.
Hey, guys.
Hey, John. Good. How are you?
Good. My handsome men. How are my handsome men doing?
We are fantastic.
I know who you are. You know, I'm bad with names, but I never remember. I never forget a face. I know people by faces. How are you with names? Tell the truth. How are you with names?
You know what? I'm horrible. I'm terrible.
Me too. I stink.
Yeah, and this it's the same thing with me, even with lines. Like because I'll work with actors and they can get their lines down so fast, and what takes them, you know, a week to do, 2 weeks to, or let's say 2 days to do, it takes me 2 weeks to do. So I'm horrible with remembering names. I'll never forget a face, but more than anything, I'll never forget how somebody treats me. I go,
No.
Yes.
You're Italian, right?
Yeah. No.
You're not Italian with that last name?
I speak Italiano.
Wait. That last
bene.
Your last name is Italian.
Ozuna is a Spanish last name.
Spanish. Where are you from then originally?
Originally from San Jose, California, up north. So
Because
that's,
anything
yeah.
that ends in a vowel is Italian. And
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. But
Ozuna. It must be Italian, Spain. You're probably from Spain.
yeah,
Castilian Spain.
you know what, Ron, you're right because the name is directly from Spain. That's
Yeah, you're an Italian that was born in, your heritage was born in Spain.
You know, everybody
But-
says that. Everybody says I should play. Hey, you know what, John? You should play gangster.
You look like an
You
Italian.
could play gangster, though.
You look like a Napolitan mafioso.
Un mafioso. I see.
From Naples, a Napolitan.
Napoli.
Wait, we got to do an actual introduction. Hang on,
You know
everybody.
what? You're good looking, and all Italians are good looking. So there you go.
Hey, you know what?
There you go.
That's good looking people over there. I appreciate that.
So, you guys, now we want to welcome to the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell, actor, stunt coordinator, martial arts expert, John Ozuna. Hello, welcome back to the show. We're
Good to see you
excited.
Guys, thank you so much for having me back. It is my pleasure to be in your presence. You
Me too.
gentlemen, get around. I always hear buzz about both of you. Every event that I'm at, no matter where it's at, you're there. You know,
Yeah, we go to a lot of events, and we see you at a lot of them lately, too, which is a lot of fun.
We're like shit. We're all over.
So we have people in the chat room. Say hi to everybody in the chat room.
Great to see you guys. Thank you for having me. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it.
It's a lot of fun. So you've got a lot of cool things going on. One of the reasons why I invited you to come back now also is because you're a celebrity guest for Halloween Hotness. We just had BJ Mezek, which along with Brian Sykoff, they put the Halloween Hotness together. You're one of the featured guests again this year. It's going to be a lot of fun. It gave us two opportunities to just talk about it a little bit. Did you have a good time last year? And was last year your first time?
Yeah, 100%. You know, I love going over there. You know, just supporting Brian and his anything that has to do with, you know, St. Jude's, you know, anything that has to do with, you know, supporting children that are in a difficult situation and their families. I'm there. I'm all over that, you know, because that's what life is about. Not getting, but giving back, you know, and anything that I can do to facilitate, you know, some kind of help, I'm there. You know, and the event is fantastic.
If we don't do it, who's going to do it? The government? The government don't give a shit about children that are sick. No government has. I don't care, because we wouldn't have to beg for $1 if the government would give St. Jude money. It's children. Those children will be the Americans of tomorrow.
Yeah.
And if the government was smart, they would fund them.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Ron, you're right, because I mean, we're investing in our future. That's our future right there.
That's our future.
You know, and who knows, you know, among that population could be the next superstar, the next inventor, the next, you know,
who knows who?
Yeah, who knows? Somebody, you know, so it's gonna benefit us, and it's you know, it's our duty.
And their children. My daughters are grown women now, but when my children were young, and I raised my kids alone, by the way.
Wow.
And I worried about them when they would go out to play, or if they had a cold, or if they got sick.
Yeah.
And luckily, I was in a position to get medical help. But could you imagine being a parent and your child is ill, and you don't have the money to help your child, and you know your child's going to die because you don't have money? My God, what a curse that is. What agony and torture for those poor parents.
Yeah, 100% right. You know, and just, I even myself, because I have my daughter lives in Glendale. She's part of the industry. She's a professional makeup artist. So, but, you know, and she moved, it's been like 5 years since she's moved to Glendale. And, you know, but my heart is still so connected to that girl. I love her to infinity and beyond. And, you know, and whenever she's down or whenever she's sick, as a parent, we feel it 10 times more.
Oh,
yes, absolutely.
You bet.
Ron's daughter drove cross country a couple weeks ago, and he didn't sleep for 5 nights.
4 nights.
4 nights.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, exactly. Because, you know, that's what my daughter does. She'll be like one of the lead makeup artists for whenever they have Hallmark conventions, you know, 90s con, 80s con, 70s con. So she's out there and she's doing all the makeup for all the celebrities, but she's traveling to the East Coast, and I'm just like going, please let me know. Let me know when you get to your layover.
Yeah,
let me know when you get to your hotel. You know, and I can't sleep.
I made my kids. My daughters called me every stop of the way. When they fly, I'm nervous. I worry about it. I'm only happy when they call me. I've landed.
Exactly.
These two crazy broads. My one daughter, Deirdre, is moved to Pennsylvania, and she rented a U-Haul and had them load the U-Haul with all her shit, and the two of them got into the truck and drove it cross country.
Wow.
My daughters never drove trucks, so I was terrified, worrying that they were going to be raped, robbed, or in an accident.
Yeah.
You know, because they're very beautiful girls. They're feminine, gorgeous girls. And to put them together in a truck, I'm sure a lot of people on the road were saying, wow, what was that just drove by?
Exactly
a redhead and a blonde.
Yeah, exactly right. You know, and just we can't help but worry about our kids, you know, and you hope that they're capable, but they could only do so much. They could only do so much. So you know, it takes a lot of times it takes a dad just to be around the corner.
Absolutely.
Well, that's why St. Jude is so important, because it helps children when parents are not.
Yeah.
We help them. help themselves.
You know, it's, you know, again, you know, St. Jude's is an amazing organization. I'll do things for, you know, for Make-A-Wish Foundation too. And I'm going to share a quick story with you. You know, I was heading to LA. I had a few days of shooting in Burbank, and so I'm there. You know, and I'm right next to a family whose youngest son, and he's about 12 years old. He was a recipient of a Make-A-Wish Foundation charitable contribution. So they shipped him to go to Disneyland. He's never been to Disneyland before, you know, and here's this very sick kid. And coincidentally, he sat right next to me in the plane, you know, and so the whole time we're talking back and forth, you know, about, hey, have you ever been there? No, you know, I've been, most of my life I've been in the hospital, you know, and my heart's dying. I'm dying inside, but at the same time, I'm trying to keep a positive attitude, you know, being with them. But just knowing that, you know, he's making his, you know, wish come true, and something like that of, you know, so positive is being part of his life, because who knows, that could be it right there, you know. And so yeah, these things tear me apart. So anything that has to do with that.
You're a good guy, though.
No, that's because say Latino. I'm Italian. That's Latin.
Yeah.
And it's Italians and all Latin people. We have la corazon, the heart, la coro. We love deeply. We care deeply, and we can kill you too.
Yeah, exactly.
And he really.
I kill everybody in movies. I'm forever killing people in movies because I play a tough mafioso all the time. In fact, I have a couple of movies coming up where I'm playing a detective. That's a switch. But,
so I have a question for you. First of all,
go ahead, bro.
So like, how long have you been doing? So I'm a martial arts. I'm not a martial arts person, but I'm a martial arts movie fanatic. My favorite movie, probably of all time in martial arts, is Best of the Best. I've seen it like 500 times.
Excuse me, I have to interrupt. Martial arts. The other day, he was on the bed tying his shoe. He fell over on the floor.
Okay, I have a bad knee.
That's how much of a martial arts.
No, but I love the movie. And Best of the Best, I think is like one of the best movies ever done. You know, it's not so much martial arts as in fighting, because it's about competition. You know, so it's not like you're just beating up people like Jason Statham or something, but like,
don't you ever mention Jason's name
his favorite. So
without standing at attention.
So
Jason is my guy.
How long have you actually been doing martial arts?
You know, for me, I mean, it's been most of my life. 43 years of my life has been dedicated to training martial arts. You know, 42 years of my life has been teaching martial arts as well, relaying the information, sharing the knowledge. I have had a long history of competitive full contact fighting. So I've competed all over the United States. I've competed on the USA team. And it's just like the Olympics, because you have to, there are trials to make the USA team in order to qualify for whatever competition you're going to. But I competed in Spain at the European Championship. I competed in Taiwan at the World Championships. So I've pushed it and tested my abilities to the most infinite levels. But 43 years of my life have been dedicated. What it's done for me, I mean, you can go down the list of health, fitness, and self-discipline, and focus, and dedication, and commitment, and da-da-da-da-da-da. You can go all the way down the list of things that one absorbs from that. But it's what you give back to the community is what makes you a true martial artist. You know, let me tell you, I was in Spain. I was on the USA team. First fight, knocked the guy out. 15 seconds in the first round, knocked him out. And I'm thinking, okay, I'm seeing my lineup. We're all kind of checking each other out, you know, and I'm handpicking. I'm going, okay, that guy, okay, he's good. He's good. He might be tough. That guy, okay, I'm going to have to watch him. This other guy, piece of cake. Take him out. I'll take him out in the first round. The guy that I thought was easy, he was so modest. He was so self-involved and just he didn't showcase himself at all. But when it came time to fight, this boy turned it on. And he's a guy from he was from the Irish team. And Irishmen, oh my goodness, they're tough men. They're tough fighters.
Yeah, they're fighters in general.
Holy crap, man. He taught me a valuable lesson not to underestimate anybody, because I won, but by a narrow margin. He took it to me, and I was shocked, and I'm here, whoa, where did this come from? You know, and from that point on, everybody was the best, and I had to live up to being better than what I felt was the best. So yeah, it's been
one time I was in a restaurant, and this 6'4" muscle-bound big monster of a guy decided he wanted to fight with me. So he got into the fight position, and I walked up to him and I said, "Tongue kiss me." And he said, "Okay, let's go to dinner."
Wait, I want to take turn that. So then how did you turn I'm doing that for 40 years into now starring in movies? Like how did you make that transition?
So again, you know, almost like, I mean, my inspiration to even take martial arts was Bruce Lee. You know, that was our generation.
Right.
You know, so Bruce Lee made this huge impact in Hollywood cinema, and he changed the world. You know, and so. And I remember the first time I saw him, because my parents, you know, took my brother and I to a drive-in theater, and we watched a Clint Eastwood spaghetti western. I think it was like The Good, Bad, and the Ugly. So I'm all of maybe 6 years old. My brother and I were in the back seat. You know, we're driving away, and anybody that knows drive-in theaters, there's several screens. It's not just one screen.
Right.
So as you're leaving, I'm looking at back in the back window, and I'm looking at all the different movies that are playing. And then I see this one screen of this one guy flying through the air, doing all these amazing movements, charismatic, beautiful body. I'm going, whoa, what's that? You know, so I begged my parents, I want to see that. And sure enough, we saw every Bruce Lee movie, and that changed my life. Because at that point, I knew who I wanted to emulate. You know, because, you know, what we do is we imprint ourselves in our heroes. You know, we envision ourselves. Oh my God, who's that? Who's that?
That's Astro.
Yeah.
It's different. When I used to go to the drive-in movie and I was in the back seat, I never watched the movie. Hi, Astro.
You were 6. So wait a second.
I was about 7 or 8. I started young.
How did you turn that into, though? Like, when did you do your first movie? When was your first movie?
So what happened is I competed in Long Beach. So I competed at the Long Beach Internationals, which is well known for Bruce Lee being discovered at Long Beach. And a producer of a film saw me. I took first place in whatever division I was at. And they approached me and said, "Hey, do you think you could do that stuff in front of a camera?" I said, "Yeah, sure. What were you thinking of?" And then he went into the description, and then lo and behold, you know, we did just kind of a rough short film type project, you know, and that, you know, like the way it always happens, that leads to another opportunity, and leads to another opportunity, and it just grew from there, you know, and it's, you know, I've always had the desire to take it to a higher level, because I can
make money at it. That's a high level. You're making money at it, right?
Well, yeah, exactly. You know, and
that's a high level.
You know, that's the difference between us, what we do, and what a lot of people say that they're doing, but they're portraying themselves as being Hollywood actors, stunt people, celebrities, and then you go and see what they've done. Zero, nothing. They've done zero.
Right.
You know, while you look at your histories, oh my goodness. And Ron, I mean, you've got so many stories about how many major celebrities that you've worked with, and major celebrities.
No, I haven't worked with. I knew personally.
Oh, you do? Okay.
The only one I ever worked with was Sophia Loren and Tab Hunter.
Yeah, but you interviewed them all. That's working.
Oh, but I interviewed them. Yeah,
Yes,
working with them. That's working.
Exactly.
Consider that working with. Yeah.
So wait,
a lot of.
I want to go because because I really like Ron doesn't really watch the martial arts films except for Jason Statham because he
No,
loves
I
Jason
think
Statham.
no. You know what? Jason Statham to me is the ultimate fantasy person because 20 guys come in a room and he beats up 20 guys in 2 minutes. I love it. It's so not real. It's so fantasy. It's so stupid. But I'm happy to say Jason's playing 007.
Yeah,
He's
they're
going to
saying
be the
Jason
new
Statham's
James
gonna be the new
Bond.
James Bond.
And I think he's going to be perfect as James
That
Bond.
would be great.
I would love to work with Jason one day. I'd love to meet him.
When I was younger, Steven Seagal was big, and
I knew that. I knew Steven Seagal
and Jean-Claude Van Damme. Jean-Claude Van Damme. You know, like because another one of my favorite movies is the one where I forgot, but the one that's really
Steven
famous. Steven
Seagal was not very friendly. I met him in a restaurant. He was introduced to me in a restaurant here in Palm Springs, in fact, and he wasn't friendly at all.
What's that Jean-Claude Van Damme one where they like go to and they to fight in the
a Bloodsport? You're talking about Bloodsport.
Great movie. So I saw a movie recently. We had Matthias Hughes on the show. He did a movie.
Yeah.
And Matthias, I love him. I love his movies. I know you've been in I think one movie with him.
Yeah, I worked with him recently. Yeah.
He has a new movie that just came out and we were promoting it. It's called The Last Kumite. And it's an 80s throwback movie. And actually, when I watched it, I thought for an 80s throwback movie that wasn't super high budget, it was a great movie. And when I was watching it, I was like, they fucked up, though, because I really thought that they should have put you as one of the fighters in that. Like, you would have been perfect in that.
I think I appreciate that. I do. You know, it's a funny thing, this industry, because I've been approached by several directors or even casting directors on projects like that one, like recently Black Creek, and when they found out that it was me that they were considering, somebody within that circle said, you know what, I don't want him, you know, and I know why, you know, just unfortunately, you know, there's just that competition.
Yes.
You know, and you know, I'm competitive by nature, but I'm not going to turn down somebody an opportunity because it's about making the project as good as you can make the project. You know, so you know, I don't care who I work with. Quite honestly, you know, I would love to work with Jason Statham. I would love to work with that guy. I mean, I would love to have a fight scene with Jason.
But Jason would beat you up. Because it's in his contract, he beats everybody.
Yeah, well, because it would be in his
He'd
contract.
never win. Meanwhile, we have a friend who's a boxer, and he does very well. What's his name? Summer's husband.
He's an MMA fighter. He's an MMA fighter, not a boxer.
Yeah, and he's this young kid, and he's wiry, thin and wiry.
Yeah.
And I said, what the hell could you do in a ring? They knock the shit out of you. He said, oh, yeah?
He gives MMA lessons on TikTok, and he's got like 1 million something followers.
And he wins all these fights.
Yeah.
He wins them. This wiry, thin little guy.
I think, though, that you I do understand what you're saying, because like it has that no matter what you know what I'm as a producer, I have that problem, and there's certain people that I won't work with just because I've already had bad experiences with them.
Exactly.
Oh,
I hear you.
I'm not going to tell
You've never had a bad experience.
Somebody sued us. I got him kicked off the film.
No, that was a screwball who's
okay, but
nut.
still, he was a
This
nut.
guy is crazy. He goes around fighting with everybody, making up stories.
Okay,
So
but
he
either
was
way,
horrible.
okay, but I'm saying though, I understand what he's saying.
But that
with
was
this one.
directed towards me, not
Doesn't make
you.
any difference. I got him. I have problems with him too, and so I got him kicked off the film. And so I understand what you're saying, and people are not. But with you, I think it's more of a jealousy thing than it is as
I appreciate that.
like you know.
Who doesn't
and
like
I've
him?
got a bunch of.
Wait. I'm getting lost here.
Well, you're not following.
I am following. Why would somebody not like
He just
him?
told you he had 2 films and he like was being considered for, and other actors in the film didn't want to work with him. Didn't want.
Why
to
not?
Because they're jealous.
You don't shower? Don't laugh. Jane Russell, my best friend, all right, I'm serious. Jane Russell, my very close friend, said to me she had to tell Marilyn Monroe to shower when they were making the movie
Wow.
Blondes. Marilyn was not a great shower person. She believed in natural body scent, like Cary Grant. Cary Grant never took a shower either. He believed in body odors. These people, and Clark Gable believed in body odors. So there are people that don't shower.
No, you're right. You're right. I'm not one of those people.
Good, I'm glad to hear. So
I remember because we took pictures with you several times.
Exactly.
So we're good.
He opened the door that I have to go in. Why do these? You're a terrifically nice fella. Why?
I appreciate it.
Why would they? Wait! Shut up! Why do they not like you?
Well, again, it's never discovered. So I'll and again, casting directors, I'll contact them and say, hey, John, we really want you for this role. It's gonna be great. We'll need to get the final approval from whomever, whatever, basically the lead of whoever's in that, and they'll give us the final approval, and then we'll greenlight you, and then nothing. So I'll go back and say, hey guys, but have you heard anything?
I can't believe it.
And then completely ghosted. I'm going, whoa, really, guys?
Are you sure it's not maybe you were banging their wives?
I can guarantee you. Hey, somos italiano.
Oh, really?
I will work on putting you.
Wait, this is a very important issue because there is a lot of jealousy in our business. But to go to the extent of having you taken off a film or not allowed on a film, it's bullshit. What kind of clout did they have that you don't have?
They're the star of the film.
They were the star of the film.
Yeah.
And they thought that you were taking away from them.
They just don't want you to take away their scenes where you and outshine them.
Exactly. I mean, it kind of amounts to that, because they want to be this. I mean, I know the game, but for me, this is my thing. I am so happy that I'm in a career choice of storytellers. I am so honored to be a part of this amazing circle of artists and creatives and just freaking beautiful talented people. I was going to say Italian people.
I thought that for a second. I thought I heard that coming out.
But
I also like being around the screwballs.
Yeah, I love it.
Screwballs,
Yeah, I love it, and I will do it for as long as I can. But and I'm here because I'm willing to work with anybody. I don't care who it is, and I've had some bad experiences on set. I have people who want to fight me on set, because they're
no, stop. I think you're making all this up.
No.
Who wants to fight with you on the set?
So I'm going to give you an example. So
why would they want to?
He's giving you an example.
No, you must be a mean son of a bitch in person.
No, man. So this years back, I'm on set. We're in between takes. We're doing a fight scene, and they're resetting up the cameras. They're trying to hit a different angle. So in between takes, one of the guys comes up to me and goes, hey, John, could you show me a little bit of what you're doing? Could you show me this a little bit? I said, sure, I'd be happy to. So, when the guy does this is what we do. And I could tell, how you feel somebody watching you? So you feel this person
all the time they watch me.
Yeah, I know that.
All the time. No matter where I go. I know
that. But so he interrupts and gets right in between us. He goes, hey, you're doing it wrong. You don't know what the hell you're doing. I'm going, whoa, he's asking me a question. He's not asking you a question. He goes, let me show you. So, it's this thing that you kind of connect hands and you circle through the hands and you do that sort of thing. It's a Chinese martial arts. And so I'm here with the guy that's challenging me. And I'm doing this. So the guy that asked me the question over here, he asked me a question. So I'm here and I turn my head to ask the question. And this guy slaps me across the face.
No.
He goes, boom.
Get out of here.
And I said, like, what the hell was that? He goes, you see, you're not good because you should have known that was coming at you.
Oh.
He goes, well, let's go again. I said, okay, let's go. Da, 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 da. We're doing our stuff, you know, and again, the guy asked me another question. So I look over and I could feel him trying to slap me again. Boom. So I block it. And he tries to hit me again. Boom. I block it. And then block and block and block and block. And I said, hey, buddy, are you done? He goes, well, you're not that good. And then he just attacked me. He just attacked me. So, and I had enough. So, you know, so I did what I needed to do. And then the director comes in. Hey, whoa, whoa, whoa. What the hell are you guys doing? What the hell are you guys doing? Sorry about that, guys.
That's
he goes, what the hell are you guys doing?
baby. But you know what you got to do? The next time this happens, just use my line. Tongue kiss me. And you watch how fast they stop fighting and they go down on you.
I think one thing too is the fact that you're really good at what you do, but you are not, you're not 6'2",
no
person. You look like a normal person. No, people probably, if they didn't know what you did, would have no idea that you could kick the shit out of them. And so I think
sorry that
you
have this
and I'm not trying to.
Right. I know. You're literally one of the nicest guys I've ever met. Like, you're so incredibly nice and gracious. It's unbelievable.
You see, I have to be careful.
I appreciate it.
I have to be careful on a set because I have a very weird sense of humor, crazy sense of humor. And, one time somebody was not nice to me on a set and he said a few things I didn't like. And I said, the next time I'm in your mouth, I'm going to pee.
He gets himself in trouble.
And I get in trouble.
But so hang on, wait. We have to change the subject because we've got 10 minutes, and I want to talk about the new movie and play the trailer for everybody. So you've got The Bouncer coming out. Tell us a little bit about it. It stars Costas Mandylor, Nicholas Turturro, and you. And this is a Massimiliano Cerci film, which we had him on the show sometime this year, I believe, or it might have been it was last year, right? But right around the same time last year. Great director, great guy. So the movie's going to be coming out soon. Just tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, just really quickly, guys. So The Bouncer, it's due to be released next month. And it's so funny that you're even talking about Max. So this is Massimiliano Cerci from I think he's from
Northern Italian.
Yeah. He's Northern Italian.
From Florence.
So great guy. He's fantastic. So we filmed in Romania. Essentially, I play Frank Sharp. That's my character name. It's a lead role in this movie. I play a guy that from the United States. He gets into some trouble. He's out protecting a lady. And in the process of protecting this lady against somebody's trying to hurt her, he kills him. And so he's on the run. So he flies over to Romania to try to build a new life, escaping from the law, and he finds himself in the same sort of trouble over there. But except it's with the Russian mob. So
tell us no more. Don't give away the plot. It sounds interesting.
Yeah, exactly.
I like the intrigue. Leave it with intrigue.
So how was it working with Costas Mandylor? Because we met him last year, at this time last year. How was it working with? He's a great guy.
He's very nice.
Let me tell you, Costas is a class act.
Yes, he is.
He is one of the most talented actors I've ever worked with before. I've worked with him in two different projects. But when he brings a role, he and I, we'll sit down and we'll talk about the scene, and we'll, and he's got this very gruff voice, and he calls me Johnny. He goes, hey, Johnny boy. He goes, come here, Johnny boy. When we do this scene, if you feel that you gotta push me around a little bit, you push me around a little bit, So I mean, he's just so amazing. So amazing. And for anybody that knows him, he's mainly known for the Saw series. He was in Saw 4, 5, 6, 7, right there.
The one that's going to come out in October.
Yeah, exactly. And he's worked with Jack Nicholson. He had this amazing scene with Jack Nicholson, just between him, just amazing dialogue between the two actors. Multi-talented, great guy. I'm just honored that I had a chance to work with him.
Yeah, we liked him a lot.
We liked him too. So Juan's our engineer. Juan, we're going to play the Bouncer trailer. You introduce it, Juan. You introduce it. and then Juan will play it. You hang on, and we'll be back after it plays.
Yeah. So for the trailer, this is what we have. It just came out, and it gives you kind of a good crossover between what's happening with Costas Mandylor, Nick Turturro, also of NYPD Blues there. Gerald Okamura is also in this. He plays my former teacher. So it's just great stuff.
There you go, everybody, the bouncer.
Okay.
Can you explain to me what the hell I just saw? Every week it's a new one, okay? If you stick around here long enough, you're gonna see that all the time, and you're gonna learn to look away.
Who are you, anyways?
Don't touch me.
For what?
Come on! Go home or go to the hospital. Your choice.
Russia, you have nothing.
Shoot him!
My gun's jammed!
I give you good life. This is how you repay me.
It's not going to end well.
Do you know how to drive?
I actually love it.
You know nothing about life.
She's gonna need an operation as soon as possible.
How did he keep finding us?
It's a helicopter. No trouble when I see it.
His name's Kane. Ask anybody around here. He's into everything.
You cannot run forever.
Already did.
Go home or go to the hospital. Your choice.
This looks like a good movie. This is a movie I definitely will watch. The acting looks good. The photography looks good. And you look good. I like when you beat up the three guys again.
You're hired. You've been casted.
I would have just kicked you in the balls and knocked you right out. I wouldn't bother with all that hand shit. Just one swift kick right in the nuts. You're out.
No, I think it's fantastic. It looks really good.
Congratulations. And you look good in it.
And you got second billing, so good for you.
Absolutely.
Second billing is a big deal.
That's co-star.
And pretty soon, when people know more people know who you are, you'll be on the top billing.
Yeah.
And you have another film you did with Max Searcy also, Andromeda Wars, and that one actually has Matthias Hughes in it.
Exactly.
Lionel Michaels, we know, Robert Donovan, Chuck Liddell, and that's also got Nicholas in it. And that one is that one finished shooting?
No, you know what? They still have a little bit more to go, and but it's due to come out hopefully next year.
I love it because I really like his films. You know, Searcy's films. He's a really cool guy. We had a great time, and he was at Halloween Highness last year. So after we had him on the show, we got to meet him. So it was a lot of fun. But I think you're gonna kill it. I'm producing a bunch of films, and when I have something that fits for you, I'm gonna come to you because
I would
rather have you than somebody else.
Yeah,
the scene we're gonna shoot. You're in a nursing home. I'm in a wheelchair. Right? I'm old and feeble. And you walk by and you say something I don't like, and I jump out of the wheelchair and I beat the shit out of you. I start kicking you in the face. I start beating you up, and then you fall down and you say, no more, don't hit me again. I say, watch it. And I kick you right in the mouth, and your mouth starts to bleed. And I said, now go home to your mother.
and scene and cut.
Cut, print.
I have a big werewolf movie that I'm like working on that has some like badass military guys and stuff in it, and we're not financed yet, but when we get there, I'll see if I can find a way to. But
it's terrible how I'm only playing old bags now. At 84 years old, they think I'm old, and why they cast me as grandfathers and fathers and old men, I'll never know.
You know,
I don't.
You're missing an ingredient. Handsome older man. Handsome. That's what it is.
No. But why do they cast me always as an old man? I don't get it.
I don't get it either, brother.
I'm so young in spirit and energy.
He is, though. He just played his, like a year and a half ago, he played his first grandfather. The movie hasn't come out yet. He played a grandfather, and
I forgot about that movie.
And it's General Milan, and he's got I've got 3 movies coming out.
That's right.
Good roles in 2 of them.
Nice. That's great.
I played a grandfather with a piece of ass for a wife. I mean, I thought it was a joke. No, this actress I love and adore. Dawn.
Yeah, Donna Lee Heising. You probably
Donna
know
Lee
her.
Heising.
Yeah, I've seen her around.
I mean, she don't look like a drag queen. Nobody does. So, wait a minute. They told her, tone it down. You're Ron's wife. He's old. You're supposed to be old. So she toned it down. She had a big wig with a big fox wrap thing.
She looked terrific.
She looked terrific, but she didn't look like an old lady wife. She still looked like Dawn. I love her.
No, she's great.
We had such fun on the set. We really did. And then there was a scene where we're in a car and I'm driving and I'm sliding on the ice. And she has to scream. Well, the camera was in the back and I decided, let's make it real. And I kept doing this with the wheel and the car, and she kept banging and screaming. For real. She was really screaming. She was terrified that we were going to kill ourselves. So I haven't seen the scene yet, but it's going to be as real as can be because she was really scared shit.
You see, you're a damn good actor.
Oh, he's a good actor. Yeah, he's a good actor. And I'm a good producer.
I've been doing it for 65 years.
Oh,
wait, we're out of time, though.
And then when I was married to my wife, I was acting. I may believe I was straight. So that was a big performance.
So you guys...
16 years of playing straight is a big job.
So you guys, The Bouncer's coming out next month. Please check it out. You can follow John on his Instagram. It's John@John_Ozuna. And you can follow him on TikTok. It's @JohnOzuna195. Why did you come up with that with the 195?
That was their thing.
Well, it came up. So follow him on TikTok and Instagram. Check out the movie, The Bouncer, when it comes out. We look forward to seeing you at Hollywood Hotness. If you need anything before that, you let us know.
You got it, guys. Guys, thank you so much. It's been an honor. Ron, you are one handsome devil. And Jimmy, you're even better looking than that.
Thank you. We're all right with that anyway. I'm okay playing second fiddle. He's gorgeous. All right. Thank you so much, John. We'll see you in a month. Bye-bye.
See you in a couple of weeks. See you in a couple of weeks, baby.
Hey, everybody. Thanks so much for tuning in. We'll see you guys next week. Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye. Have a wonderful week.
Everybody loved him.
Healthy.
Can turn out to be so wrong.
Yeah, we in the mix. Yeah, we in the mix. It's another episode. Here we go. The Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell. Interviewing the hottest, newest, and truest of today's celebrities. Make sure to subscribe so you can get notified weekly. Jimmy Star, he's the king of cool. Ron Russell, he's a gorgeous dude. Chat room is live and you would be a fool not to vibe with us at the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell. Come watch it live on W4CY Radio. Miss some past episodes? Download on iTunes. The Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell. It's the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell.